Hey guys, welcome to the first video in my Star Wars Celebration series, and I'm appropriately titling this video as a new costume. I have been wanting to do these characters for quite some time, and I thought since I was going to this convention, now is the perfect time to do so. However, I have never made this many costumes at one time under such time limitations. And I also ended up using brand new materials such as resin and foam that I have never used before. So it was quite the interesting adventure. Follow me through this and see if I actually made these costumes in time for celebrations. Celebrations is in less than a week. Okay, and I have 4 costumes that I'm going to try to crank out for Star Wars Celebration. And I used foam and resin for the first time, so I'm using new materials that I have no idea what I'm doing with. And this foam that we're looking at in front of us right now is the shoulder armor for my Mara Jade Jedi costume. I had no idea what I was doing. I basically just drew a pattern and cut out the pieces where I thought it looked like it receded inside of her armor. Here I am tracing where I cut out the pattern on my paper, and I'm drawing just directly right onto the foam. I realized after using my hot knife that your hot knife is not the greatest tool for all kinds of foam, and I'm still learning when to use that, but I know when not to use it was here, because the first shoulder armor I did, I used my hot knife and it basically just kind of crumbled the edges to pieces and was not giving me a sharp edge or corner on these, so I had to redo it using just a regular X-Acto knife. Okay, so now that I have my top layer cut out, I then cut out 2 other layers and left them solid because I kind of wanted to give it a build-up of armor. I have no idea what I'm trying to explain. I know what I was doing in my head. I don't know how to explain it to you. Anyways, I am now applying glue and curving the armor. I just use like Elmer's glue. I don't know if that's the best glue. I thought about using hot glue. If you guys know, leave me a comment below what I should be doing. There's the shoulder that I used the hot knife on, and you can see the edges are super rough. To curve the foam, I used a heating gun, which I've never used before, and I was so freaking excited. I thought these turned out pretty good. I used Plasti Dip. Yeah, I thought these turned out pretty freaking good for my first time doing foam armor. And the piece on the left for my Mara Jade assassin costume was made out of resin. If you want to see the full video on my Mara Jade assassin costume, look for that link below, because it took me almost 2 years to make her, and she's getting her own video. Celebrations is in one day, two days, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I have a lot of crap I still gotta do. So I needed to dye some leggings for my Mara Jade Jedi costume, and I had leggings that were a really dark green, and then I got some white leggings, and I needed to dye them like a hunter green. So here I am trying to dye those. It was my first time using dye on the stove, and no, I did not use the pot or the spoon stir thingy again to cook food with. But I will never use dye poly again. It takes like an hour to dye your products, and I just don't recommend it. Oh my god. I almost had a straight up heart attack because I could not find my boots for my Mara Jade costume, and I'm planning on wearing those boots for 2 other costumes, but I just found them, so it's okay. Nobody needs to have a heart attack. I found them, and they're perfect because they are per 501st standards, so that's why I was freaking out. Anyways, okay, bye! More work to do. Hey guys! It is one day before celebrations, and I don't have one costume that I feel like is 100% done yet still. Most of them just need like a couple little tweakings to them or something small, and then they'll be finished. So I'm not too worried. I think it'll be fine. I decided to like redo the medallion for my Mara Jade, the Jedi version, because I did not like how this came out. I experimented with some new materials and didn't really know what I was doing. I was just trying things out, trying new things, and wasn't happy with it. So I'm redoing it in foam right now. I put away my glue stick because I didn't think I was going to need it anymore. I was like, I'm done with you, bitch, goodbye. But I had to go drag it out again because I'm going to have to use it again. But other than that, things seem to be going pretty well, and I'm getting excited, stressed out a little bit because I have a lot to do. I had to work this week, and I also had a quiz, I had a paper to write, and I still have an exam to do. And I didn't do my taxes yet, and those are due by next week. So since I'm going to be gone for like 5 or 6 days, I have to make sure I do them before I leave. So I have all that on top of packing and getting ready. But I'm so excited, and I'm getting really hyped up, and I'm going to be camping over the first night to try to get into the opening ceremony. So I'll definitely bring you guys with me and keep you up to date, and yeah, I'm so excited! Ah! This limited edition limeade by Red Bull is freaking amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It tastes like key lime pie. I love sewing all my costumes from scratch, and that zigzag stitch on the Darth Treya headpiece was very difficult, but I thought it turned out pretty good. Here is before I went in and cleaned everything up on the edges. If you're wondering what is going on here, this is me changing my mind on how I wanted my Darth Xana gloves to look, and then messing with the camera because it keeps flopping around everywhere. But part of costuming is changing your mind and saying, I don't think this works the way that I wanted it to, or I have a better idea, and you end up going back and redoing something quite a few times, but it's really a process of trial and error. So that's basically what you're seeing me do here, is I'm taking off some of the extra detailing that I had on her gloves on the inside, because I changed my mind on it. No, 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 are you freaking kidding? I was almost done sewing my cloak, and my sewing machine decided that it wanted to run out of the bobbin thread, which is the thread that's underneath, and I was so close to being done. I was so close to being done with this. Look at these mannequins looking all sweet. I'm gonna put these guys in these boxes for transit to the con. Yes, that one is a dude, and he's creepy as fuck. So it is like 1:30 in the morning, and I was packing everything, and I realized I cannot find my colored contact lenses for any of my costumes, and that is like the final detail piece that brings everything together. So I can't go to sleep, and I'm trying to find them, and I'm trying my best not to freak out. Next time on my next video, the convention strikes back. Find out if I ever found my colored contacts. Did I actually finish all 4 costumes? What was it like sleeping with thousands of other people? What celebrities I got to meet on the first night? And of course, the 40th anniversary opening ceremony video footage that you just don't want to miss. I'll see you guys next time.